It's Nets Bulls Friday night to kick off the first ever NBA in-season tournament. Check this out. 7 games, 5 weeks, with the Final Four type playoff in Vegas for the NBA Cup and, most importantly, $18 million. New York Post Nets beat writer Brian Lewis is on to talk some Nets basketball. Brian, thanks for jumping on with us. I know you've been traveling with the team, crazy schedule. Let's kick this thing off. So the group stage tips off tonight. And since this supposedly has a little bit more juice than a regular season game, do you think head coach Jacque Vaughn changes his approach to the game in terms of lineups, coaching style? I guess, what should Nets fans expect in this Bulls game tonight?
I don't think his approach is going to be all that different. I mean, he's certainly going to take the game seriously. He's gone out of his way to stress that, both to us in the media and to his players. And I think that's important. I mean, let's be fair. There's been a lot of discussion or talk, complaining, whatever you want to call it, over the last few years about players not necessarily taking the regular season all that seriously. So I think it behooves the Nets and any other players to kind of prove to the fan base that they are taking these games seriously. And I think Brooklyn will. As far as changes, it's hard to say. Spencer Dinwiddie is coming back. He's got to insert him in the lineup. I don't know how many minutes he'll be good to play. So, I mean, I think any tweaking that you see is just going to be Jacque getting used to new rotations more than it has anything at all to do with taking this seriously or not taking it seriously.
All right, well, the next 3 games after tonight's game against the Bulls, they got the Celtics, the Bucks, and the Clippers. This stretch could tell this Nets team a lot about themselves. So do you think it's too early in the season for that tough stretch, or do you think that this squad is up for that type of challenge with those 3 caliber of teams?
Well, I mean, let's be reasonable. I don't think Brooklyn's as talented as any of them. So, I mean, they can be ready. I mean, I do think that they are trending in the correct direction. They're trending upwards. And that's despite having 2 starters out for this game and having had 3 starters out for. So, I mean, I do think they're trending in the right direction. And I do agree with you that you can use these to some extent as a measuring stick to see where they fit in against the elite in the league. But, I mean, I wouldn't expect that they would come through and blaze through these 3 games no matter how ready they are. Whether that's 1 win, I don't know. Whether that's 2 wins, I'm not sure. I couldn't say.
Well, I'm glad you said the word trending because, yes, this team is trending in the right directions, but you wrote about Cam Thomas the other day. That article is trending on the Post still. Cam Thomas has been lights out for this team. What does he mean to this squad? And after everything that the Nets have gone through with former players or other players, I won't say any names, has this organization found their guy?
Well, if by their guy you mean the next, I'll say the names, Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving or James Harden, probably not. But I do think he wasn't overestimating his abilities when he said if he starts, he can average 25 points. I don't think that's bravado. I think that's probably fair. If he started the rest of the season, I could certainly see him averaging 20 or maybe even 25. That's not out of the realm of possibility. And he's done something which might be even harder, which was earning the trust of Jacque Vaughn. I'll tell you, there were a number of people in the Nets organization at every level that have wanted to see Cam Thomas get this kind of opportunity. And now that he's getting it, he's making good on it. What he has to do is make sure that his offensive process stays right. And it wasn't right in the last game. And that's kind of what showed through with that shooting percentage in the last game. But as long as his offensive process is right, what he's shown is, yes, he's a potent scorer within the context of the offense. Yes, he's a guy that can take pressure off of Mikal Bridges. And yes, he turned out to be a pretty damn good draft pick, considering where they got him. Oh, and he's under contract this year and next year for $4 million.
You got him cheap as well. And, yeah, a lot of people are watching the youngsters see what he can do. And a lot of people are – I'm watching this team this year, Brian. I think they're the sleeper team in New York. Don't tell the Knicks fans I said that, though. Brian Lewis, thanks for jumping on and taking time out of your day to join us.
Oh, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.